Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Well, I'm just finishing up the first test on that Voltgo 12.8 volt 200 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery, and this test came out of the recommendation of Rick, who was wondering how this would work leaving it on, specifically like for a remote location. What kind of parasitic draw does it have with the Bluetooth app, and just leaving that battery on. And this morning wraps up about 4.5 days of just doing that. So enjoy this short little video on that. It's pretty interesting results.
All right, good evening guys. As you can hear, I've got the coqui frogs in the background. It's been raining a little bit and they love the rain. So anyway, we're looking at the Voltgo 12.8 volt 200 amp hour lithium iron phosphate that I introduced to you guys a few days ago. And I just turned the power switch on. Haven't done anything with it since the initial video that I showed you guys. But one of you wanted to know what kind of a load would this thing draw just left in the on position. So I turned it on. It was fully charged, of course. And let's see what it is. 100% full. 13.63 volts. That is a full battery. 75 degrees. And let's go to the details of the cells. And there you can see the cells. 3.4 straight across. And we're just going to let this stay on and see. So for those of you that might be running this battery in a remote location, and you just want to have it on all of the time, and then turn on your inverter or whatever you might want to do from a remote location, we're going to see just leaving this on what it'll do. No loads are going to be drawn. Just keeping it in the standby position, which, as you can see, that's what it is, in the standby position. No loads. So we'll check back. Let this run for a few days at least. Okay, 24 hours later, still on, of course. 99% full. 13.45 volts. And let's see what the cells look like. 3.36 straight across. Okay, 72 hours later, you can see the green lights are still on. This has been on the whole time, of course. 99%. Battery voltage 13.32. And cells 3.3 all the way across. Okay, 96 hours later, or 4 full days, and 99% full. The voltage now 13.31. And let's look at the cells. And 3.33 straight across, and 3329 on the last cell, but all extremely close. So it's just not going down much at all. So that's good to consider. Okay, it's the next morning, about 12 hours later than the last shot from last night. So we've got 108 hours on this being on all the time. It's just not drawing down very much, which is great. 99% full still. Battery voltage 13.31.
And let's look at the cells. 3.33, basically straight across. Little teeny fluctuation at the other last two cells, but we can call that pretty much 3.33 straight across. Looks really good. So like I mentioned earlier before, this Bluetooth app that shows the state of charge on the battery, I believe it's to be fairly accurate. It might not be truly a 99% charge, as we see 13.31, but that would still be within the 90th percentile, give or take. Exactly what it is, it's pretty close. I mean, it might be 93% full or something, but anyway, looking at these indicators here, you know, it just goes 100% full, 75%, 50, 25. So, you know, it's not dead accurate, but it gives you a very good indication of what your state of charge is. So it's still registering 100% full on the app, 99% full, and then 13.31, definitely in the 90th percentile. So yeah, it's not drawing that much power in the on position 4.5 days later. So that's going to conclude this test. And I appreciate you guys giving me recommendations of what to do with some further testing. And I told you we are going to open this up, and that's coming up. But I wanted to finish this test up 4.5 days later. Looking great. You could feel comfortable about just leaving this on all the time. It's just not drawing that battery down doing that. And when I tie this up into a system, which we will do in a future video, I plan on just leaving it on because it will be tied into solar. So it's just not going to be an issue. All right, pretty fun little test. And we're going to stay on top of this battery because there's a lot of interest in this battery from you guys. So we're just beginning, and I will show you over time many, many more things about this because already just love it. So thanks to Rick for the suggestion for a video, and keep those suggestions coming in, guys, because I take a lot of my cues from you guys about what you're interested in seeing. A lot of them I never think of until you mention them. So yeah, keep those suggestions rolling in, and I will try to accommodate and answer those questions the best that I'm able to do. So yeah, I'm going to open that baby up. We're going to take a peek at it. That's coming up. So aloha. Y'all be good out there.